Okay, let's wrap up the program with the world of information technology. Let's bring in Pius Okibo Jr., who is the co-founder and CEO of InfoSoft in Nigeria. Good morning. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Well, you've been part of the National ICT Policy Committee in Nigeria. Where do you think we are at the moment? Do you think we have the right policies on the ground? Let's start from policies, then perhaps we'll have a few minutes to talk about engineering and analysis part of it, of the business.
From a policy standpoint, we're still a bit behind in terms of our ability to articulate and implement. We've been having some challenges over the years with this, and again, it's all about leadership at the end of the day. Without the right leadership, then we can't get those policies fully articulated and then push it out into the community.
You've been part of these initiatives over the years. So what does it tell you about our ability to put pen to paper and the ability to make it work?
Again, it still points back to leadership at the end of the day. Leadership, leadership, leadership. If you do not have someone at the top who is going to say to you what his vision is, and then we're not going to be able to move forward. So for us to be able to move forward, we need someone at the very top to say, this is what I want us to achieve as a nation. This is where I want us to be in the next 10 years, 20 years, 50 years perhaps. And then we're able to follow through with that.
So how have you folks in the private sector and the private ICT practices been able to move on with the level of progress we've seen so far in the last close to 20 years?
My personal opinion is that things are still a bit disjointed. That's the truth. It's disjointed with the hardware space, the software space, the whatever space in ICT. It's a bit disjointed. There's got to be some cohesion, some coming together, and everybody agreeing that this is what we need to achieve as a nation. As a nation.
What would you want us to achieve?
Well, my background is in software. So I would like to see a massive development of software engineers in this space over the next 10 years to become very, very strong in helping to develop our local solutions for our own development. For our own development. What we are lacking is that leadership to say to everybody, okay, look, we've got locals here, they can do this, they've got the skills, they've got the talent, please go ahead and get this done. Even if they fail, we must be given a chance to continue on and build upon those things that we've missed. So
what do you need? Is it money? Is it funding?
It's not so much money as in the will and the leadership of our government. No, don't get me wrong. A lot of people can just go about and do their own thing on their own. That can happen. I can set up a business right now without having to worry about government or anything. But that's not going to help the entire food chain, the entire value chain. The value chain needs to benefit from that leadership. Now, where is it? We're talking about education, we're talking about transport, agriculture, science and technology, you name it. Just about every aspect of our development process requires technology, information technology to be precise. So you cannot say, let us be looking at 2020 without looking at technology. Look at what is going on with the government payroll. Technology has helped that. Do you remember a time when we used to write tickets by hand? Remember when tickets used to be written by hand? Does that happen anymore? It doesn't happen anymore. So it seems to us that, these things are not necessary, but they have become so important in our everyday life. So we cannot forego the importance and the value of government and leadership in this area.
Very quickly, one of the initiatives you've been part of was the Abuja Technology Village. Is that village up and... No, I can see the smile on your face. You don't want to give the answer. Is that village up and running?
I don't want to say it is not up and running. I don't want to say it is up and running. It was a brilliant idea that had been put forward back then. Unfortunately, what tends to happen in our government administration is that policies are never continued. The Abuja Technology Village still exists on paper. It still exists on paper. However, the viability of the ATV as it is today, I'm not quite sure how much further we can move with it. Unfortunately, it's a great idea, great experience. I thought it was something that would help to create technology villages all over Nigeria.
I thought I was going to go to Abuja the next time and look for the Abuja Technology Village, but you said it's still on paper, and I have it on paper here.
It's on paper. It's on paper.
Thank you very much. We look forward to that village coming up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Boston.
A co-founder and CEO at InfoSoft Nigeria.